Good day, viewers. You're welcome once again to another interesting time, learning time with Jot Tutors. And we believe that you've been able to learn one or two things from our previous videos. Please, our videos are uploaded to help high school learners to prepare them for exam and so on and so forth. Please, we encourage our viewers to like our videos. Please share them. You can share it with family members, friends, loved ones. And also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. The advantage is just that you will be the first to be notified anytime new videos are out. Today, without wasting any of our time, we are going into quadratic and simultaneous equation. Quadratic and simultaneous equation. These two equations are very, very important in mathematics, and we use them in everyday life. An example of a quadratic equation is actually written here. This is an example. Like for instance, we can have 2x squared plus 3x plus 5 equals to 0. That's an example of a quadratic equation. For simultaneous equation, this is an example of a simultaneous equation. Usually, we always look for two constants. Two or more constants are always being sought after in a simultaneous equation. So let's look at the ways by which we can solve this equation. In mathematics, for quadratic equation, we can solve it in four basic ways. The first one is factorization. You factorize the equation, you bring out the common factors, and you solve. The second one, which students found very challenging, is completing the square method. But it's also very interesting. In this tutorial today, we will solve some questions, then we will post some assignments that we trust our learners to please solve them and learn more. Yes, and the third way of solving a quadratic equation is the use of formula. Yes, student likes this one. And the formula is minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Remember, this is your a. Remember, this is your b. Remember, this is your c. That should be noted in any quadratic equation. And the last way to solve a quadratic equation is the use of graph. The x-axis, y-axis. We're still going to look at some examples related to that. Now, for simultaneous equation, we can basically use three ways to solve a simultaneous equation. We can use an elimination method. We can eliminate the unknown, and the one that is not eliminated, we'll look for the solution. Then we'll come back to substitute and get the whole solution. We can use a substitution. Method. In substitution method, we make one of the equations, one of the unknown will become the subject of the formula. Then we substitute it into the second equation. And also we can make use of graph also to solve simultaneous equation. All right now we will go into some questions which we're going to solve, and we believe you are going to learn more today. The first question here says solve for x using factorization method, and we are given the equation. The equation is 5x squared minus 8x minus 21 equals 0. This method is very, very easy, and for a very good explanation, let's do it this way. You first of all bring these two together, you multiply them. When you multiply this together, you're going to have minus 105x squared. To bring the coefficients of a and also c, you bring it together. All right, then we look for two numbers. These two numbers, when we multiply them, we must get 105x squared, and when we add them or subtract them, we must get minus 8x. So we have to think very fast, and we have to think very deeply. If we try minus 15x and plus 7x, if we bring it together, definitely we will get what we are looking for, because 15 multiplied by 7 will still give us 105, minus 105, because it's minus 15, and also minus 15x plus 7x will give us minus 8x. So we introduce those two factors into this, and we're going to have 5x squared minus 15x plus 7 x minus 21 equals 0. At this point, now we've been able to get a new equation that is substituting minus 15x plus 7x in place of minus 8x. At this point, we can factorize. By grouping them, we can group this 5x squared minus 15x is a group, plus 7x minus 21 is also a group, all equals to 0. Then what is common to both of them? We have 5x, and we're going to have x minus 3 left. What is common to both of them here? We have plus 7, and we're going to have x minus 3. Please note that whatever you have in the first bracket, you must have in the second bracket. It is very, very important to know that. So let's bring them together. Then we have 5x plus 7 equals 0, or another value of x minus 3 equals 0. All right. Then the solution to our question is 5x equals minus 7. If you divide both sides by 5, then the first value of x will be x equals minus 7 over 5. That's the first value. For the second one, my x equals to 3, because 3 goes to the other side and it becomes a positive 3. These are the two solutions to the question. Definitely my x is going to be minus 7 over 5, or my x equals to 3. Thank you very much. Let's go to the next question. All right, let's go to the second question. The second question says, solve for x using completing the square method. And the equation is given to be minus 3x squared plus 5x plus 4 equals 0. Yes, there's a quadratic equation as well, and we have to use the completing the square. Very, very easy and simple. The first thing we'll do is is to make the coefficients of x squared to be 1. The coefficient of x squared now is minus 3. We have to make it to be 1 for easy explanation for this. We just have to do that. So first thing, we divide both sides by minus 3. We divide both sides by minus 3, all through. We divide both sides by minus 3. When we divide both sides by minus 3, definitely the coefficient of x squared becomes 1, which is actually what we are looking for, to make our solution very easy. Very easy. All right. And this one becomes minus 5 over 3x. Remember, there is a plus, there is a minus here. It will definitely give us a minus 5 over 3x. Then the next one also gives us minus 4 over 3 equals 0. The next thing we do when using a completing the square is to transfer the c. We call this one c in quadratic equation. This is the coefficient of x is a, the coefficient of x, the coefficient of x squared is a, the coefficient of x is b, and the last thing, which is the number, is the c. So we transfer the number to the other side. So our equation becomes x squared minus 5x over 3 equals 4 over 3. Now, definitely the sign will change to positive. All right. Now, the next thing we do is to look for the half of the coefficient of b. Second thing is to look for half of the coefficients of b and add it to both sides of the equation to eliminate this value minus 5 over 3. It's just like also replacing the coefficients of b during factorization method. So let's look for the half of this. Half of this definitely is going to be 5 over 3 divided by 2, which is the same thing as 5 over 3 times 1 over 2, which is the same thing as 5 over 6. When we get 5 over 6 for this, we square it. We square it, that is where the name comes from, completing the square. So we square it, 5 over 6 altogether square. We will introduce this in place of this. It will replace this. It will replace this. It will replace this. I hope you are following. It's very simple. Just get the half of the coefficients of b and replace it with the original coefficients of b. So we have x minus 5 over 6 altogether squared equals 4 over 3 plus 5 over 6 squared. All right, it's very simple. I have replaced this value minus 5 over 3. I've replaced it with the square of that value, and now it's been a completing square. All right, now we can also resolve this. We can resolve this. It can become 4 over 3 plus 25 over 36. Very simple. Very simple. We find the LCM like the normal thing, and we're gonna have 73 over 36. Let's bring them together. So we have x minus 5 over 6 altogether square equals to 73 over 36. I hope you are following. Yes, it's not a long process, but it looks like that. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we remove the square. We square root both sides. When we square root both sides, definitely the square root will eliminate the square. So we have x minus 5 over 6 equals the square root of 73 over 36. Remember, your square root is plus or minus because it will still give you the same value. Remember, when we say minus 5 times minus 5 is 25. Plus 5 times plus 5 is still 25. Yes, so that's why we put plus or minus square root of that. Then let's get the value of x. All right, all the way to this point, we have my x becomes, we transfer 5 over 6 to the other side, becomes 5 over 6 plus or minus square root of 73 over 36. Another way we can do this is the same thing as 5 over 6 plus or minus square root of 73 over 6, because the square root of 36 is 6, so over 6. If you press your calculator to this, you take it one by one. When it is plus, you get the value. When it is minus, we get the value. When it is plus, definitely our answer is going to be 2,26. Or when it is minus, our value will become minus x equals minus 0,59. I believe we have been able to get something from this. Completing the square is very easy, and is also very similar to the use of formula. So please practice as much questions as you can. And for the questions that maybe you are struggling with, if you are in high school, please you can message us. We can look at your question and help you out. Yes, we can help you out. All right, let's go to the next question. So now we go to the third question, and in this third question, it is actually a combination of quadratic and simultaneous equation. Okay, we are given two equations to solve for x and y. Anytime we are given this kind of equation, we label each of the equation as equation 1, the first one, and the second one as equation 2. Very good. Now, for this, we can use a substitution method. Because from equation 1, we can define what x is. Definitely my x is going to be 1 minus 2y. I believe we are clear with this. Very simple. 1 minus 2y. Then we can substitute for x into equation 2. We are substituting for x into equation 2. That means everywhere we see x, we substitute 1 minus 2y. So let's go. So we have 1 minus 2y squared plus y squared plus 3, 1 minus 2y, then we have another y, plus y equals 0. All right, at this period, we can actually expound this bracket. We can expound this bracket. If you watch our previous video, the first, second, I think we explained some of this workings. So to expound this, we're definitely going to have 1 minus 4y plus 4y squared. Please, you can try it. You can try it, but this is what you are going to have. Then plus y squared. If we expand this bracket also, all these things are to multiply each other. We are going to use 3 to multiply the bracket. Then we will use y also to multiply the whole thing. If we do that, definitely we're going to have plus 3y. Then we're going to have minus 6y squared plus y equals 0. I believe you are following. Yes, at this point, we have some similar numbers that bear the same characteristics, some numbers which bear the same characteristics. Like for instance, now we have 4y squared here. We have another y squared here. We have another minus 6y squared here. So if we bring all of them together, definitely we're going to have minus y squared. It's like saying minus 1y squared. But we can't write 1. We don't write that. So we put minus y squared because we have 4y squared plus y squared, which is 5y squared, minus 6y squared. Definitely we're going to have 1 left, minus 1y squared. All right, that is settled. For the coefficient of y, we have minus 4 here, minus 4y. We have plus 3y. Then we have another y. Definitely, my 3y plus y will negate minus 4y. So definitely, the y characteristics is gone. Then for the number, we have plus 1 equals 0. We can transfer this 1 to the other side. So definitely, we're going to have minus y squared equals minus 1. The minus can cut themselves off. Then y squared equals to 1. And definitely, my y is going to be the square root of 1. The square root of 1, which is also 1. Which is also 1. Yes, we can substitute the value of this y into any of the equation to get the value of x. To get the value of x. And when you get the value of x, you can as well try it and see if the answer actually obeys the two equations that are written. So let's quickly look for the value of x. Let's look for the value of x. So let's go up this way. We have x equals 1 minus 2 bracket 1. Then my x equals what? Minus 1. If we do it, it's going to be minus 1 because minus 2, 1 minus 2 is going to be minus 1. So final answer for x is minus 1. Final answer for y is 1. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go to the last question that we have for today. Then we are going to give us some assignments, and please, we expect our viewers to try them. Just try it. Just try it. Yes. Thank you. All right, the last question for this video. Please remember to like, to share, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and please pass your comments on how we can improve more. Thank you. The fourth question we are looking at today says, is a word problem. It's like a model because quadratic and simultaneous equations are applicable to our everyday life. We use it to solve some even complicated problems that we may not be aware of. All right, now this is a question. Thinks of a 2-digit number. The sum of the digits is 8. When you add those numbers together, it is 8. If she reversed the digits, the new number will be 36 greater than our original number. I know some people will not like, what problem? But I tell you, it's so interesting to solve, very easy. So what is Linda's original number? What is Linda's original number? We don't know Linda's original number, but we can say original number equals to xy. It's a 2-digit number, so it is xy. We assume it is xy. All right, that is the first statement. It's a 2-digit number, and the sum of the digits is 8. That means my x plus my y equals to 8. Now we are interpreting the word problem into equations. Now the next statement now states, if she reversed the digits, so instead of having xy, if she's going to have yx, if she reverses the digit, the new number is 36 greater than our original number. Now let's think of something. 2-digit number definitely is what? It's tens. They are tens. It's not a unit, it's a tens. One will be tens, the other one will be unit. We should understand that. 2-digit number is a tens. So definitely from my second, the next statement, the next sentence, if she reverses the digits, the new number is 36 greater than our original number. So definitely we're going to have my 10y plus x, it will be 36 plus bracket 10x plus y. Because originally my x is the tens, my y is the unit. But if she reverses it, my y becomes the tens, my x becomes the unit. I believe we are following this solution. All right, so now we've been able to define equation 1. We've been able to define equation 2. All right, so from equation 1, we can actually say my x plus y equals to 8. Then for equation 2, let's resolve equation 2 also. Equation 2, we're going to have 10. If we bring the 10x to this side, definitely it's going to be minus 10x plus x. There is a 10y already here. If we bring this y into the side of the equation, minus y equals to 36. We can resolve this further. It can become minus 9x plus minus 9x plus 9y equals to 36. And we can cut it further because 9 can go in both 36 and 9. So divide by 9, divide by 9, divide by 9. Then I'm going to have equation 1 as x plus y equals to 8. And my equation 2, after being simplified, becomes minus x plus y equals to 4. Equation 2. We have simplified equation 2 from the statement, the second statement, into this. All right, at this point, for simultaneous equation, we can actually eliminate. All right, so we can subtract. If we subtract this equation from each other, definitely we're going to have 2x. This one becomes 0 because y minus y becomes 0. Then 8 minus 4 becomes 4. We can divide both sides by 2. Definitely my x is going to be 2. And what will be my y? My y, for y, I have 2 plus y equals to 8. Y equals 8 minus 2. Y equals to 6. Very simple. Very simple. So that means my x is 2, my y is 6. So the original number which Linda actually thought about was 26. 26. Very, very easy. If you add 2 plus 6 together, definitely you're going to have 8. And if you introduce it also in the second equation, you're going to have that 36. I believe you have been able to gain something today. I believe you've been able to gain something today. If you have questions, please message us. You can send a WhatsApp. You can whatever. We'll be able to respond to your messages. Now watch out for the assignments. 2 questions will be given. Please practice them. Please try them. And you can send us your view as well. Remember to subscribe on our YouTube channel. Click the subscription button, and I tell you, you'll be the first to receive our new videos anytime it is out. Thank you. So this is the assignment. So please attempt it and watch out for our next video, which is going to be on series. We're going to look at sequence under arithmetic, sequence under geometric, and you are really going to enjoy that video. Watch out for it. Thank you.